sound of a crackling campfire and distant eerie wind, speaking in a hushed storyteller's tone. You know, there's a certain magic to the mountains, isn't there? The crisp air, the endless canopy of stars, it makes you feel alive. But sometimes in the deep ancient parts of the world, that magic, it has teeth. I was backpacking through a remote, almost forgotten valley deep in the Himalayas, the kind of place that isn't on any tourist map. My guide, a weathered old man named Tenzin, had been telling me stories, legends of the valley. Most were about benevolent spirits, but one was different. He called it the Lupus Umbra, the shadow wolf. Not just a wolf, he'd said, but a cunning, malevolent spirit that wore a wolf's skin. A creature that didn't just hunt for food, but for sport, for the sheer terror of it. Of course, I dismissed it. A campfire story to spook the city dweller, right? We made camp one evening by a glacial stream. The sun bled out behind the jagged peaks, painting the sky in shades of orange and violet. It was breathtakingly beautiful. As darkness fell, Tenzin grew quiet, his eyes constantly scanning the tree line. "It's a night for it," he whispered, more to himself than to me. "A hunter's moon." I just chuckled and settled into my sleeping bag. The fire crackled, the stream murmured, and then a sound cut through the night. A howl, but it wasn't a normal wolf howl. This was different. It was deeper, more guttural, and it seemed to mock us. It felt intelligent. A cold dread, heavy and real, settled in my stomach. The campfire story didn't feel so funny anymore. Tenzin threw more wood on the fire, his face a mask of grim concentration. "Stay in the light," he commanded, his voice tight. "No matter what you hear, stay in the light." The hours crawled by. The only sounds were the fire and the wind, and then a soft crunch, a twig snapping just beyond the ring of firelight. My heart hammered against my ribs. I stared into the inky blackness, my eyes straining, and for a split second I saw them. 2 points of light glowing with a faint predatory green. They weren't low to the ground like a wolf's. They were higher, almost at the height of a man. Then a sound that will haunt my dreams forever. A low, raspy chuckle. It was inhuman, but it was undeniably a laugh. It came from the darkness where the eyes had been. The sound of pure ancient evil finding something amusing. Tenzin began chanting in a low, rhythmic tone, a prayer in his native tongue. The glowing eyes vanished. The laughter stopped. But the presence, we could still feel it. A heavy, suffocating pressure, watching, waiting. It circled our camp all night. We'd hear a rustle on the left, then a soft footfall on the right. It was toying with us, letting us know we were trapped. We were its playthings. Dawn couldn't come soon enough. When the first weak rays of sunlight finally broke through the trees, the feeling of being watched finally lifted. We packed our things in a terrified silence, not daring to speak. As we were about to leave, I noticed something by the edge of the woods. Footprints in the soft earth. They were wolf prints, but massive, far larger than any I'd ever seen. And next to them, for just one stride, was the clear, unmistakable print of a bare human foot. We didn't just walk out of that valley, we practically ran. I never looked back. So if you ever find yourself in the wild, beautiful, forgotten corners of the world, enjoy the view. But when the sun goes down, listen to the local stories. And always, always stay in the light, because some legends aren't just stories, they're warnings.